I really want to highlight that our AI technology is really specific. It really translates into something that is meaningful for the media and entertainment space. I think that's what really differentiates our AI technology. And in order to do that, we have to make sure we have the fundamental data. We really focus on that standardization, normalization. In this space, it is unfortunately the wild, wild west. I think, as we all see, the data is very inconsistent. Sometimes you get data, sometimes you don't. It changes on the regular. I think about a year and a half ago when a lot of our customers were receiving emails, and within those emails there were attachments, Excel attachments, and that was your data set. And now it's changed, and data is, if you want it, you have to go to a portal site. It may or may not be easy to access, and data may or may not be consistent. So what was there today may be different tomorrow. The next week, it may be something totally new. So what we really work with is to make sure that the data is in something that is standard. We're speaking the same language to begin with. So what we're looking at here are just some high-level visualizations, but I want to speak to the data normalization and the configuration that exists within Revedia, because I think that really sets the tone for how we're able to have such a powerful AI tool. So we see all of these different platforms. We see that there are 14 different columns for Amazon, only 4 columns for Freebie in this example, 5 columns for Plex, for example. And as we look here, we see that they have different header names, different nomenclatures. So what could be, royalty amount for Amazon may mean something different. There's different qualifiers. So what qualifies as a session on one platform may be different as to what qualifies as a session on another. So Revedia is really doing all of this powerful work to make sure that our users, our customers understand that sessions equal sessions. No guarantee that we're going to bring everything into apples, apples versus apples, but something a little bit more translatable and understandable. Revedia is also able to fill those gaps through different derivations, different assumptions, and really now make that data set more powerful. So I wanted to talk through this, bringing in that data ingest, whether we're bringing it in programmatically, whether we're bringing it in through an API, or whether we have to connect to a portal site, whatever the case may be, let's bring that data in. And now we can see the power of the Copilot. So what I'm bringing up here has a little bit of a different look and feel. This is what we're really excited to bring to market. We announced it in AB and bring to market later this year with our GA release. And you can see here, we're really now combining data sets, combining those linear data sets. Let's do those comparisons across your different revenue models. So how is Amazon performing on AVOD versus FAST versus TVOD? Is it the same? Are we trending in the same direction, or are there key differences that we need to pay attention to? What are those things that really matter to you as a user? You may care about strategy, wanting to know what you need to schedule. What are my data sets? Where another user may care about more revenue or finance or something like that, just closing the book. So really bringing in that custom user experience and then offering that Copilot as well. And I think this becomes really powerful. So, we bring up a couple different selectable prompts just to kind of get you started. But let's just say we want to ask it a question. I'm going to go ahead and say, what are my top trending titles? While we let that, go through the full data set, let's really talk about what the Copilot is doing. So our Revedia Media Copilot is really assessing all of that first-party data that's coming in. What it's preparing is it's not only looking to provide those top trending titles, but it's also looking to provide context. So in this case, we see the top 3 titles that have the greatest spike in viewership, or 50 Minutes, 12 Angry Men, and SpongeBob Circle Pants. Obviously, this is anonymized data. But what the Copilot, the power of the Copilot really being for that media space is it can contextualize it. So it doesn't just stop there, right? It says the viewership at 50 Minutes increased by approximately 860 viewers. So it understands that a viewer is a performance metric. It understands then and interprets the findings. So this indicates that these titles have gained significant popularity among viewers in recent months. So the power of the Copilot isn't just typing something in and getting results, but how does that relate in context to your other results? Because as we know, this data is a little bit different. We have to continue to dive. So let's take it one step further. Okay, here's our top titles. Let's now see our, what channel has generated the most revenue in the last 90 days. So now we're starting to get further context, further information. And we see, okay, the channel that generated the most revenue last 90 days is Buzzer. This channel was viewed most on the Samsung TV platform. So again, we're not just getting that it's Buzzer, it's Buzzer on Samsung TV, and viewed least on Amazon, right? So then we see that context. When we talk to our different customers, a common use case is, I have to provide distribution with a quick answer, and it's taking hours to get it because I have to go through numerous spreadsheets. I have to go through numerous prompts. I have to be able to filter out certain things. I have to be able to insert these qualifiers. Revedia has all of this information, and it provides, our Copilot provides that answer. You just saw it extremely quick. Let's just look, we saw what our top 3 trending titles are, but let's say what's our most popular title? What's great too about this is as you ask it more questions, as you insert more data, the smarter it gets, the more intelligent it becomes, really bringing that generative AI to the forefront. So now it's going to start understanding what questions you need answered and how you need those questions answered. So we see, even though it's not, a top trend, it's not in our top trending, we see our most popular title is Family Feud. It has the highest percentage of viewership, which is, contributing to 12% higher than our total library average. So these are just a few really exciting things, a few really exciting questions. We as an organization have been playing around with this numerous times, asking the Copilot so many different questions, and we're constantly amazed by the results and the interpretation that are presented back to us. When we talk about different data sets, we're really looking at those first-party data sets with the expectation that we'll bring in third-party data as this matures, and as we bring it into our standard data lake.